Coach Julia here. This is a mobility workout that's going to help you improve your thoracic spine or your T-spine mobility, specifically as it relates to overhead movements, right? So if we're pressing, if we're jerking, if you're snatching, and you're restricted in how far you can get your arm behind your ears by that T-spine, then this workout is going to address that. I'm going to have a medicine ball with me, which is optional. You don't have to use it. A PVC pipe, you can use a broomstick or something like that instead. And I've got something to kneel on just because we're going to be kneeling for some of these exercises. So the first thing we're going to start off with is a little bit of breathing, and because I have my med ball handy, I'm going to use that. You can use a bench, a chair, a box, anything like that, just to help you elevate your feet. We're going to start doing this bench at 90 degrees, your heels pressing into your surface. Then from here, you're going to tuck your hips under and dig down really hard into that ball bench, whatever you have, until you start feeling hamstrings. Then from there, we're going to inhale. Think about expanding the back body, and as you exhale, knit the ribs together, push all the air out. We're always going to start with breathing, but particularly when you're doing exercises that are going to have to do with your spine, it's really, really important for a couple of different reasons. Primarily, our rib cage sits adjacent to our back, right? It's our spine, and then our rib cage sits on top of that. So the more movement we can get through our ribs by stretching downward on your diaphragm, by getting some movement through your intercostal muscles, right? The things that connect your rib cage together, the more movement we're going to be able to get through your whole back globally, particularly that upper back. The next thing I'm going to do here is something called a half kneeling, right? One leg in front, one leg behind. Thoracic, so upper back, par, which is a controlled articular rotation. So normally you can do this body weight, and I'm going to show you how, but I'm also going to show you how to do it holding a medicine ball, just for some extra feedback. So first thing we want to do is find that nice neutral spine. You're going to tuck your back toe under, squeeze your butt, try to keep that hip directly on top of the knee, right? And we're looking to get this nice big stretch through the front side of your quad into that hip flexor and psoas. You're going to take your arms across your body. From here, we're going to inhale, round your rib cage forward, right? So we're trying to get a lot of flexion through that upper back. Exhale as you twist towards your front leg without letting it move. So I twist, twist, twist as far as I can go. Inhale, I come up and around for a back bend that I want to see happen in that upper back. Remember, it's a T-spine workout. And then exhale, you twist towards the opposite side. And then we do it again. That same movement, holding on to a medicine ball, it's just going to allow me to get a little bit more articulation through my back because I can breathe and push into something. I'm going to hold on to that med ball as tightly as I can, find that same setup. Inhale, round around the ball. Exhale, twist, twist. Inhale, come up and around, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, twist to the other side. The rotation component because it's only going to further help our extension. So I'm back in my half kneeling position. This time I have my PVC pipe. I'm going to use this again just to give me a little bit of feedback and to be able to add more load, more pressure to this exercise. My back toe is tucked under, my hips are tucked under, I'm squeezing my glute. I'm going to inhale, center, and then exhale, twist towards my front leg. As far as I can, not letting my hips go. Inhale back to center, squeeze, stabilize the hips, twist just the rib cage. This next exercise is called a supine, meaning we're laying down flat on your back, overhead PVC pipe reach, right? So we're going to start to work on getting those arms back overhead while maintaining that nice neutral spine. So I'm going to have you lay down on your back with your knees bent, your feet flat on the ground, and we're looking to keep the low back touching the floor the whole time. From this position, you're going to start with your hands shoulder width apart. Again, we're looking for a slight tuck of the hips, low back flat. Inhale, center. As you exhale, you're going to try to reach your arms back without compensating and arching your back. We're trying to avoid this by really using our core to push that low back down and maintain rib cage down. It's important in that one to start noting where your body wants to compensate, right? It may be a postural thing, but it might also be a shoulder rotation thing where we can't quite get that arm to go straight back. So what your body's gonna try to do is rotate it as it goes. Okay, this last movement is called a PVC pipe Superman. It's exactly as it sounds. We're gonna start off prone, meaning you're laying down flat on your stomach. Your hands will be shoulder width apart, and we're just gonna raise our arms only up overhead.